Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Yenakshara Samamnayam Adhigamya Maheshwarat Krishnam Vyakaranam Proktam Tasmai Paninaye Namaha Vakyakaram Vararuchim Bhashyakaram Patanjalim Paninim Sutrakarancha Pranatosmi Nitrayam Vagartha Viva Samprukto Vagartha Pratipattaye Jagatah Pitaro Vande Parvati Parameshwaro. We have completed this Valmiki Ramayanam. Means some part of it, not all. Valmiki Ramayana, 24,000 shlokas are there. Now, again Rama, Bhagavan, Sunday is Rama, so Raghuvamsha of Kalidasa. Kalidasa, a great poet, he has written one work which is called Raghuvamsha. Vamsha means family. So Raghuvamsha means the description of family of Raghu, a great king, in whose family alone Bhagavan Ramachandra was born. Therefore Bhagavan Ramachandra is called Raghava, Raghunandana. So that Raghuvamsha is a very popular work. It has got about 1564 verses according to one version. Okay. There may be some variation. And here the ninth canto 72 to 82, 11 verses are given. And let me tell you the story. The story is a story of Dasharatha. And Dasharatha, a great king, Rama's father, once he went for hunting. That was a thing which Kshatriya used to do. And he followed the track of one particular deer, stag. And then he ran so fast, Raja also ran very fast, chasing that deer. And then all his attendants remained behind. In fact, Raja was not seen by them. So attendants were behind, Raja was alone. And when he was going on his horse, that time he heard some sound from a river. And that sound actually was of a pot being put inside the water, and so some sound will come, something sound will come. And Dasharatha thought this is a sound of the trumpeting of elephant. I don't know why he thought, but perhaps very silent and therefore sound was very big. So he mistook it for the sound of an elephant. He did not see elephant, but he thought that is an elephant drinking water. And I think that day he did not get any hunt. Therefore, he wanted to be successful. And he had this art. This is my addition, okay? That is not written there. So, he had this art of sending the arrow following the sound. From sound he can send the arrow. Shabdanupati issue. And so he released the arrow. And he released the arrow, then ha tata, oh my father, that sound came. So he went to see that where is this sound coming from? And he went near the river and he found one Muni Putra, one young man. He was shot with an arrow and he was fallen on the pot. And immediately he asked, he thought because his dress was like a Brahmana, so he thinks he had done Brahma Hatya. In those days, Brahma Hatya was considered to be very, very big. Any Hatya is not, any human killing is not good, but Brahma Hatya is a very big papa. Therefore, he asked him that which family you belong to. He said, I belong to some Dvijetara. I am not in Traivarnika, I am other than this Dvijas. That's okay. Then he was guided by this Muni Putra or Rishikumara, Muni Putra, and his name was Shravana. Afterwards we come to know Shravana. And then Raja takes this person to his parents. This person told, my parents are there, they are blind and they were waiting for me and I have come to bring water for them. So the king takes him there with the arrow inside. King felt very sad about it. Then he takes him there and these parents were very, very sad. And it comes the story that they cursed him, that and they are dying, as we are dying out of the sorrow for our son, you also will die out of sorrow for your son. That is how this story is. So that is given here. All right. Now in this the chanting is very difficult. One chanda is Matta Mayuraya, if you remember. And some other chandas are there, I do not know. I tried, I called somebody, but he said, I also don't know. So I am still searching for someone who can teach me the tune, because this tune is not like Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetra. So it is a different tune. I tried, I tried. So one or two places I was succeeded, but some places I have to somehow manage. So it's not, I am not able to chant the way it should be chanted, and so I will try, but right now I will chant in some way. If you can repeat, you repeat, or you can just simply listen. Alright. So he writes a note here from Kalidasa's Raghuvamsha, Canto 9, 72. Dasharatha by mistake kills a young man, the sole support of his blind parents. So then story is given now. अथ जातुरुरोरगृहीतवर्त्मा विपिने पार्श्वचरैरलक्ष्यमाणः श्रमफेन मुचा तपस्वी गाढां तमसां प्राप नदीं तुरंगमेण. Like that it is there. Will you chant? Try. You know what technique we follow? We actually read, but we read as though if we are chanting. That's what. There is some tune. अतजातुरुरोरगृहीतवर्त्मा विपिने पार्श्वचरैरलक्ष्यमाणः श्रमफेन मुचा तपस्वी गाढां तमसां प्राप नदीं तुरंगमेण. Now it sounds chanting or not? Prataspara between. Okay. Okay. So first I will break this sandhi. Atha jatu ruroho grihita vartma vipine parshvachareihi alakshyamanaha श्रमफेन मुचा तपस्वी गाढ़ां तमसां प्राप नदीं तुरंगमेण. अथ then jatu at some time, see once upon a time, sometime, ruroho grihita vartma. Grihita vartma means tracing the track of ruroho. Ruroho is ruru. Ruru is a type of deer. So it's describing the Raja, the king by whom the track of the Ruru was followed. Means following the track of Ruru, a type of deer. Vipine, in the forest. Parshvacharehi alakshyamanaha is also a description of the king, Dasharatha. Alakshyamana means not seen. Parshvacharehi, by attendants. The king who had followed the track of the Ruru and not seen by his attendants. Prapa. Prapa is a prapurvaka up dhatu and the lit lakara. Prapa. Prapa is a kriyapada. Lit lakara. He attained, he reached Nadim, a river. Tamasa Nadim. Name of the river is Tamasam. Tamasa Nadim Prapa. How? One more adjective for Tamasam. Tapasvi Gadham. A river which is bathed in or visited by, resorted to by the ascetics. Tapasvina Gadha or Tapasvibihi Gadha. Gadha means that which is resorted to, bathed in. So means the river which was visited by the Tapasvi. So that Tapasvi Gadham Tamasam Nadim Prapa. How? Turangamena. Turangama means a horse. Turangamena means by a horse. But what type of horse? Shrama Fena Mucha. Shrama Fena Much is a Pratipadika. Tritiya Ekvachanam. Shrama Fena Much Pratipadika much, Shramafena much, Tritiya is Shramafena mucha. So it's an adjective for Turangamena. By a horse, he reached the river, but the horse which was much means releasing, discharging, fena, form, shramena, out of fatigue. So the horse was discharging the foam out of his mouth because of tiredness. Shrama, fena. Fena means foam. Mucha means releasing. So he reached the river which was frequented by the tapasvi, by his horse which was very tired, and therefore discharging the foam out of tiredness. Alright, so this shloka, what is it saying? The king who was chasing a deer, he ran after the deer, and then he was not seen by his attendants, means he left them behind, and he reached the Tamasa river, which was frequented by the tapasvi, and his horse also was very tired. So that is the meaning of this shloka. Alright. So here Grihita Vartma is a samasa. Grihitam, Grihitaha Vartma Yena is a Grihita Vartma. Vartma means path. Grihita means followed, taken up. Yena, Drupena, sa Nrupaha Grihita Vartma. So the king by whom the path was taken, and Ekadesha Anvaya is there. Ruroho Grihita Vartma. The king by whom the path of a deer was taken is a poetic expression. So means he was following the deer. And Parshvacharaha. Parshve charantiti Parshvacharaha is Upapada Samasa. So those who are moving on the side, Parshva means side. So they are called Parshvacharaha, attendants, who will be moving by side of the king. They are Parshvacharaha. Alright. Then Alakshamanaha is Na Lakshamana, Alakshamana. Lakshamana means seen. Alakshamana means not seen. Shrama Fena Mucha. Fenam Munchatiti Fenamuk. Shramena Fenamuk is Shrama Fenamuch. Muk, Shrama Fenamuk, Tena. So Shramen, we can make one also. Shramena Fenam Munchatiti Shrama Fenamuk. Tritiya. So we can first separately also we can do, together also we can do. So Shrama Fenamucha. Tapasvi Gadham. Tapasvi Vihi Gadha, Tapasvi Gadha. Gadha means literally means bathed in. So Tapasvi Bihi Gadha. Nadi, the river is called Tapasvi Gadha. Tritiya Tatpurusha. Alright. Turangama. The Turena Vegena Gachatiti Turangamaha. That also is a Upapada Samasa. Alright. So here Anvaya would be Atha Jatu Ruroho Grihita Vartma Vipine. So Vipine means in the forest. There is not a samasa. Vipine Parshvacharehi Alakshamana, as it is. Shramafena Mucha Turangamena Tapasvi Gadham Tamasam Nadim Prapa Athajatururoho Grihita Vartma Vipine Parshvacharehi Alakshamanaha Shramafena Mucha Turangamena Tapasvi Gadham Tamasam Nadim Prapa. Alright. So idea is that he reached the Tamasa river, not seen by his attendants. Alright, then what happens? Then the main story starts. All right. Now this is very, very difficult. I could not get any tune. I will try. Kumbapura Kumbapurana bhavah paturuccairuccachara ninadombasi tasyaha तत्र सद्विरद बृंहित शंकी शब्दपातिनमिषुं विससर्ज Good. Kumbha Purana Bhavaha. One try is enough because next time something else will come. Kumbha Purana Bhavaha Patuhu Uchchehi Uchchachara Ninadaha Ambasi Tasyaha Tatra Saha Virada Brumhita Shanki Shabdapatinam Ishum Visasarja. Alright, so what he says, Tasyaha Ambasi. Tasya means of that river. Ambasi in water. Ambasi is a Saptami of Ambas. In the water of that river, Ninadaha Uchchachara. Ninada means a sound. Uchchachara means was born. Uchchar lit. Utpurvaka char dhatu, lit lakara, Uchchachara. Chachara means that it is moved. Uchchachara means was produced. And the sound was very patuhu, is an adjective for the sound, ninada, sound. Patuhu means clear, loud. In that water, in the water of that river, patuhu, loud, clear, sound. Patu means clear. Uchchehi means loud. So patu means clear, sound. Uchchehi, loudly. Uchchachara was produced. In the water of that river, clear sound was produced loudly. Uchche is a kriya visheshana. Very loudly one sound, clear sound was produced. And how that sound was produced? Factually it was that Kumbha Purana Bhava. Bhava means born up. Purana, filling up. Kumbha means pot. Kumbha Purana Bhavaha. The sound which was produced by filling up water. When you in a river, when you put your pot, then this is slow, first air will be coming out. And therefore the sound will be produced. Some sound will have to see which sound. But whatever be the sound, some sound came. Kumbha Purana Bhavaha Ninadaha Uchchachara was produced. Alright. Tatra, there, in that sound, Saha refers to the king. That king, Dvirada Brumhita Shanki. Shanki means suspecting. Brumhita means trumpeting. The sound of elephant is called trumpeting. Trumpeting of Dvirada. Dvirada means elephant. Dvau radau yasya. Radau means danto. One who has got two tusks is called Dvirada. So elephant has mainly two tusks. Therefore it is called Dvirada. So Dvirada means elephant. So actually there was a sound produced by the filling up of this pot. But what did he suspect? Dvirada Brumhita Shanki. He suspected the trumpeting of elephant. And therefore what? Dvirada Brumhita Shanki, son being the one suspecting the trumpeting of elephant. Visasarja, discharged, through. Ishum, arrow. What type of arrow? Shabdapatinam. Shabdena patati. Shabdena means Shabdanusarena patati iti Shabdapati. The sound, the arrow following the sound. The arrow which follows the sound is called Shabdapati. So he discharged the arrow following the sound. So now the story is clear. See, he went to the river. This Muniputra Shravana was filling up water, and it must be very dark evening, and therefore it must be silent. And so big sound came, and he thought it is elephant, and then he discharged the arrow in the direction of sound, and now what happens? It will be said in the next shloka. Alright. So here Samasa Kumbha Purana Bhavaha. Kumbhasya Puranam Kumbha Puranam. Kumbha Puranena Bhavaha Utpannaha is Kumbha Purana Bhavaha. So first it will be Shashti Tatpurusha and then Tritiya Tatpurusha. Kumbhasya Puranam Kumbha Puranam. Kumbha Puranena Bhavaha Kumbha Purana Bhavaha. Then Dvirada Brumhita Shanki. Dviradasya Brumhitam Dvirada Brumhitam. Dvirada Brumhitam Shankate iti Dvirada Brumhita Shanki. So first Shashti Tatpurusha and then Upapada. Shabda Patinam. Shabdena Patati iti Shabda Pati. So that also is a Tritiya Tatpurusha. Shabdena Patati Gacchati iti Shabda Pati. Alright. So here the Anvaya will be. Anyway, I think from the word meaning you can make out the translation. Is translation required? Not required, no? Required? Not required, okay. I don't know, required as majority or non-required as majority. People are not asking, so I am also assuming that I understanding. Okay. So if you required, you tell me next class. It is there, I have got ready-made, but from the word you can make out. It will be a good exercise for you. Okay. Anvaya is Tasyaha Ambasi Kumbha Purana Bhavaha Patuhu Ninadaha Uchchehi Uchchachara Tatra Saha Dvirada Brumhita Shanki Shabdapatinam Ishum Visasarja. Alright. Next one. Now this is a Matta Mayura. In some places it is they have given Matta Mayura. Okay, I will try how Matta Mayura. Hatateti kranditamakarnya vishannastasyaan vishyan vetasagudam prabhavam saha. Try. Shalyaprotam vikshasa kumbham muniputram tapadanta shalya ivasit kshitipopi. Alright. Matta Mayura means it's like that only. You know, Matta means what? Intoxicated. So when Mayura is intoxicated, how will he walk? That is how this chanda is. Yeah. In Viveka Chudamani we had this. You know which kosha? Pranamaya kosha. ha tata iti kranditam akarnya vishannaha tasya anvishyan vetasagudham prabhavam saha shalyaprotam viksha sakumbam muniputram tapad antashalyaha iva asit kshitipaha api. So in this shloka what is said, that this king, when he threw the arrow, he heard the sound, "O father." And so he heard and he wanted to go to the source of that sound. And he saw Muniputra, the son of some Muni, ascetic, with the one who was pierced with the arrow. And seeing him, the king also felt as if somebody has planted the arrow in his heart, inside. That is a Kalidasa Upama he gives. Seeing that arrow in the body of Muniputra, Dasharatha felt that in his heart or inside him somebody has put the arrow. That is said here. Ha tata, O father, iti, in this manner, kranditam means cry, akarnya, having heard, vishannaha, vishannaha means that distressed king. It is the adjective for king, vishannaha. Anvishyan, searching for, this prabhavam. Prabhavam is the sound, the source. Tasya, the source, searching for the source of that sound, which is Vetasa Gudham, which was the, what is called, concealed by the reeds. Shalya Protam Viksha Sakumbam Muniputram. Viksha means having seen. Muniputra, the son of Muni. Sakumbam, along with a pot. Shalya Protam, pierced with arrow. Seeing that, Kshitipaha api, even the king, Asit, became, Antashalyaha iva. Iva means as though, Antashalyaha, having the arrow inside his body. How it happened? Tapad, out of affliction. Because of affliction, pain, the king also became as though somebody has pierced arrow inside him. All right. So here, Vetasa Gudam, one samasa is Vetasa Gudam. Vetasa, Vetasena Gudam, Vetasaihi Gudam. Vetasa means reed. That that grass-like thing, that is called Vetasa. Vetasa has got another meaning, that bamboo, cane. That also Gudam means the hidden. And next one is Shalya Protam. Shalyehi or Shalyena Banena Protaha. Shalya Protam. Pierced by the weapon, by this arrow. Tritiya Tatpurusha. Sakumbham Bauvrihi, Saha Bauvrihi. Kumbhena Saha Vartate iti Sakumbham. Muniputram, Munehe Putram Muniputram. Antashalyaha, Antaha Hridaye Shalyam. Shankuhu means arrow. Yasya Saha Antashalyaha. Antaha Hridaye Shalyam Shankuhu, or the Ishuhu Yasya Saha Antashalyaha, having the arrow inside his heart. Kshitipaha, Kshitim Pati iti Kshitipaha, Upapada Samasa. Alright. Now Anvaya. Ha tata iti. Iti means in this manner. Kranditam akarnya vishannaha tasya means kranditasya vetasa gudham prabhavam anvishyan shalyaprotam sakumbham muniputram vikshya saha क्षितिपः अपि तापात् अंतःशल्यः इव आसीत्. All right. Now some questions are there. Only 3 shlokas we could do. I thought we will do 5 at least. Please explain how to connect Satkaryavada and Vivartvada to karma. Satkaryavada will say that karma was there in the Atma or wherever karma was there in his locus.